Hello, and welcome to this final boss fight live stream of Rime of the Frostmaiden. My name is John, and I am joined by many people.
I hope that goes into the fucking stream.
We are joined by Richard.
Hello.
By Random Shern.
Hello.
By Kiri.
Hello, everyone.
By Sean.
Huh?
by Scooby-Doo?
Sorry, hang on. I just thought... yeah.
Oh, by Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm not playing with Tim the Toolman Taylor, I'll tell you that right now.
We're joined by Pendragon Nomad.
Hi.
And by Amy.
So I was trying to get into the AG character.
That makes sense.
And hopefully at some point also Jeff.
He didn't fucking say, did he?
There's a space there for him. So I assume that he's just going to be a little bit late.
I see a chair, a vacant seat on a chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner.
That got some people. Hi, Rogue. Last time.
Folks.
Hi, Chris Hansen 69_.
Nice.
I don't know why I felt the need to pronounce the underscore today, but
Guys, we all need to take a seat.
I already am.
Well, there's a seat over there where Jeff should be.
Last time, you guys... I mean, it is part of the name, yeah. Last time, you guys left Karkalok and started to make your way back towards East Haven in an attempt to find why it had been marked on the Duergar map. In an effort to get to the location marked on the map as Sunblight, which is in the very south of Icewind Dale, near where you found the crashed Nautiloid, amongst the mountain ranges is marked Sunblight. There's Jeff.
Hello.
Damn it, Jeff! You're late!
Let's put him in that seat in the corner.
That's him in the
Wait, I thought
corner.
this was a round table.
That's
No,
him
there's a corner. Unfortunately, we couldn't fit in this surround.
losing to a pigeon.
Apparently, it's a round table with one corner for you to sit on.
There's actually it was like a piece of a corner table.
edge.
It's round up to a point, and then just there's this one little sticky out bit.
It's just so inconvenient. It's not even necessary.
As you travelled back towards East Haven under the watchful eye of Dax the Unexpected, guiding you across the tundra, followed by currently named Timothy the Shield Guardian.
Fucking Timothy!
Why? I got several questions. Those are the first ones. Why do we...
My question is, why is it not an alliterative name?
I mean, we can all just pivot and point towards Dax for it if we want.
Yeah, he fucking did it. I said wait until Brim do it because he's the one who has control of it later. But no, he had to call him Timothy.
Continue with your recap, John.
Yes.
As you marched through the tundra, a blizzard blew in, a heavy blizzard that reduced your visibility down to about 10 feet away from yourselves. And a few hours into the blizzard, managing to push forward using the using a rope that you tied between yourselves to ensure that nobody got lost along the way, you encountered a strange voice that sort of blew in on the wind and informed you that this was the end of all who stood against her.
Ooh.
Whereupon a trio of strange blue lights coalesced out of the howling blizzard. A trio of human shapes of those that had frozen to death in the frigid north marched on you and unleashed a great onslaught of both fists and magical light that assaulted your party. Cherish quickly fell to this onslaught, and slightly later in the combat, AJ also went down, afflicted by the wounds of the cold light walkers.
I'm die.
Frost quickly covering their forms as they lay on the ground amidst the snow and ice. But thankfully, using healing magics, you managed to recover both of your almost fallen compatriots, and while they had stiff muscles and chilly selves, you carried on the march through the blizzard, which eventually subsided. As you grumbled and made your way through the cold into the night, Moss skipped past both Cherish and AJ and wiped away the cold water and snow that had gathered around them using a magic spell to keep them clean and dry. You gathered around the campfire and once again had deep and meaningful conversations. Another day passed as you trudged on, an uneventful day, and then on your third day, as you were about to make it back to East Haven proper, you encountered a ruined campsite. A trio of seemingly abandoned tents lay off of the main path, one of which had some large claw marks in it and sort of flapped free in the breeze. As you investigated, one of the tents held a dwarf who seemed to lack emotions. He repeated over and over again that he told you he would be back.
Soon
And
you'll see.
seemed unable to say anything else or show any emotions. As Moss and Cherish investigated the slashed tent, they discovered the grisly corpse of AJ and Moss explored the tent and uncovered the grisly corpse of two halves of a dwarf.
That's a whole dwarf.
The whole dwarf.
That's
One whole dwarf in 2 pieces.
one whole dwarf in too many pieces. As Cherish came over and utilized their CSI Neverwinter skills,
Yeah, yeah.
they discovered that the serration, the cut, the bisection of this dwarf had been done messily by something with very large claws, and that the dwarf, who, from the looks of the equipment still surrounding him and his compatriot, had been members of a mining group. beared a passing resemblance to one Brimtham.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Oh.
I'm sure it's gonna be fine. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. That means nothing. Whoops.
Timothy scooped up the near catatonic dwarf and with the rest of you started to march back towards East Haven, aiming to get there within the next couple of hours. Is there any conversation you would like to have? Or, Kiri, now that you have heard this recap, is there anything you would like to do, Brimtham Steelward, at this dwarven camp?
Everyone else is dead. All of them are dead.
So there is one dwarf who has been ripped in two.
Yep. Get too much there.
There is one dwarf who is currently being carried by Timothy, who is near catatonic and is, upon asking of any questions or any attempt at communication, just vaguely repeats the lines, "He said he'd be back, he said he'd be back." And there is a third tent that is empty, and there is evidence that there was a third member of this campsite who, on seeing what was happening in tent number 2, decided that discretion was the better part of valor and retreated with great haste.
He got the fuck out. He's like, fuck that shit.
Right.
I have a question.
Yes.
You have an answer?
How did they know? How did they know we'd be here?
I mean, is
Judging
this...
by the fact of he killed this, they killed a random dwarf that looked like Brim. I don't think he did.
And also, didn't he have like some sort of magic on him that made him that way? Because I remember like having a like Cherish had a moment of magic. Like she said, like, oh, there was magic on the dwarf that was catatonic.
That was me.
And that was you, right? My bad.
Actually, no, you detected there was magic on him. I detected it and found that it was infernal in nature. And
yes,
and that's how we found that his emotions had been drained.
Yes, I'm also going to be right back.
Bye, Felicia. Well, that's not very good, is it?
Nice. I should have just let him go.
What?
He said he'd be back. And he said we wouldn't like what we'd find.
If you let him go, he just would have been back sooner.
Aye, but well, no use thinking about it now. What happened? Well,
I know this is bad news for these dwarves, you know, but it's good that we now know we can expect, you know, an attack rather than, you know, being surprised by it.
aye. I guess there is that. Right. Okay. Oh, jeez. So that medicine check on that dwarf, it wouldn't happen to be paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned, would it?
No.
It's just his emotions got drained.
It when we checked him, when Carrion checked him, he, like I said, he detected it was infernal in nature, and that his emotions had been drained. There was seemingly nothing
Hmm.
drugged or anything like that.
Right. Okay. Could I check him over just to make sure he's like clearly he's in shock, but like just for my sort of state of mind, I guess.
As you attempt to get close, he looks like he's seen a ghost. His skin pales even further.
Oh, that's unusual. I'm just gonna
He told
just
you to
hold
be
on.
back. I told you. I told you. I told you.
Right, and I'm gonna sort of reach out and grab his shoulder, and I'm gonna spend a key point to do like a hand of healing, which gets the extra stuff of ending any diseases or poisoned, paralysis, stunned, blind, deafened, anything of that nature, just sort of out of there. Hopefully, either calm him down, hopefully.
He does not react. Whatever has afflicted him is not on the list of things that you can heal with that.
Oh. Don't suppose anyone's got calm emotions.
So that's right.
I've got remove curse in case it's a curse.
Got a comically large syringe with comically glowing green liquid.
I don't think we understand exactly what's happened to this person.
We could keep throwing stuff at him, but
Yeah.
we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
he?
We
Who's
do
he
have
anyway? Who's going to be back?
Ooh,
Oh, we
um,
haven't. He hasn't met them, have they?
no.
Should we discuss this on the way, or should we just?
Yeah.
hang around?
Yes.
Look,
Yeah.
guys. As much as I want to think we should stay around, I think we should keep moving if they are back. And also, that's just. Can someone just remind me how long it was again since you did that, Brim?
At
Weeks
least,
ago, wasn't it?
at least 2 weeks.
It's been a little bit over a 10-day since you fought Valeome the first time.
Oh, it's a little over a 10-day.
Yeah, that is. And he's already here. That's just quick.
My most influential ones are, and according to Valeome, his husbands are in powerful positions. I imagine that awards someone who can come back from the dead a lot of leeway.
Well, let's walk and talk.
Yeah, walk and talk.
Timothy
We do need to get into
starts
East Haven.
Walk
marching.
very quickly.
Thank you, Timothy.
So I'm not originally from the. I sort of go into the spiel of. I'm not from the 10 towns originally. I was in Waterdeep, and I wrote. And I'll sort of fish into my bag and bring out the book, or at least I think. Was it me or did Cherish have it?
I think Cherish kept it. Yeah.
Yeah, I Cherish, if you don't mind just pulling out the book.
Yeah, she does though. Does so.
This is a book that I wrote about the suspected and now confirmed suspicions that I had about the nobility of Waterdeep and their affiliation with demonic and devilish cults. And now there's an assassin after my head who's apparently a very big fan of my work and annotated my, well, a copy of it, which they have so kindly left in our possession after we beat them to a pulp, questioned them, and then I snapped their neck.
When you put it like that,
Oh.
Oh.
It wasn't. AJ, you were there.
I can still say oh.
Yeah, you nearly died.
I know.
Yeah, let's face it, everyone except for Brim nearly died.
They do need to get their targeting in order, I think, because everyone else ended up getting more hurt than I did.
Yeah.
Either way, they've come back, and now, they did mention that they're gonna get worse every time he dies and comes back. Right, he's gonna lose control.
Aye.
So
We can just keep coming back.
yeah, if he
They
hasn't
are,
done it, yeah, if they haven't done the job, from what I've heard, if they haven't done the job, the guy that has them chained up, kind of way, like as in summoning them and all that, we'll just keep doing it until the job is completely done.
And their job is to kill me, which is fun.
And did they have some magic way to track you as well?
Aye, seems that they missed their mark this time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because obviously they would. I mean, is this?
did they?
Is this a message to you?
Yeah.
You know, or because I mean, I just think it's with that. Like either they thought this dwarf who they killed was you, but
Aye.
then they would know where you are, or they left him as some sort of message to you, in which case they know where we are,
Yeah,
and
I
that,
find
or
it
they
very,
know where.
I find it very hard to believe they'd get it mixed up like that.
Mhm.
Well,
This is a message directly to you.
if the first time we encountered Valeome, they were cordial and at some points downright hilarious. I imagine the warning of losing more control also counts with their faculties, as they won't be able to tell me from another dwarf that looks like me.
Yeah, the fact is that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, like the fact is that dwarf almost looked like Brim. It's worse enough that they're gonna get too brutal about this. It's like there's gonna be a one-shot fucking kill if we're not too careful, guys.
Also, I didn't think he was that funny. I'll be honest, I wasn't terribly impressed by anything about him, really.
I'm just waiting for Goat's comment on this one.
Would you hate me to say? Would you hate me if I said that I felt sorry for him?
Brim,
Aye.
could you roll me an Arcana check, please? Goat says
oh,
you're
boy.
next, Dax. Also, all dwarves look kind of the same.
Okay, hold on now. I would like to use a lucky and re-roll that, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'll just give you another one. Or is there a way I can roll it with advantage? Nah, never mind.
I think you just roll again.
I'll take the 18
Oh.
over the 10, yes please.
Oh, that hovered on being a 2 on my screen and just went.
It
Nope.
did, and I will take an 18. Thank you.
You think in this moment as you're walking, you took something from Valeome other than the book after the last encounter.
You did.
You did.
I've got the bastard's face.
You do.
His actual face?
Aye, his actual face.
It's like a mask kind of
Yeah.
thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Not like
Where is it,
skin.
and what does it look like right now? I'm kind of worried that this might change or something.
You mind if I pull it out of the bag and it just starts talking?
Sup, bitch?
I can see you now.
I'll take out the mask. Has it changed at all?
Nope. It is a plain... At the moment, it is a plain sort of ivory bone mask.
And there's no emotions on it now.
There are no emotions. There are a pair of eye holes.
I mean, should we perhaps not keep this with us? If he's now back coming after us, because I don't know whether he can. Is this gonna let him track us? Could he see through it? Could
I don't think he can, seeing that he mistook someone else for me.
I don't know. I mean, why are we keeping it? Or why are you keeping it?
It is precious to me.
Assuming trophy-wise.
It's I don't really know why I kept it. Just well, it was one of the only things left. They dissolved into goo, so I figured I'll have a chance to give it back to him the next time we cross the paths.
I just hope he don't come back in return of a fucking large clawed Brim.
I'll just I'll slap him in the face with it, and hopefully that'll just sort the whole thing out.
That's good. Terrible.
Maybe he'll be able to see properly once I sort of put it back on his face.
The thing is, we can keep killing him again and again, but he's just gonna keep coming back.
Not to mention, at this point, I feel like this isn't something which should be joked about now. We can't risk of having it come at us like this again. We need to be very careful, and at least try and be. But then again, at this point, if we're trying to avoid it, I think it's going to be worse if any more people will start getting hurt.
There's nothing we can really do. He's going to come. He's going to find. He will eventually find us. We're not subtle.
No, you got a point there, Karen.
And kind of indicates himself of and Cherish, and we've got a lot of us. We're all pretty damn unique. He's going to find us. And then if we kill him, he's just going to come back. Unless we go to the 9 hells and find him and kill him there, he's just going to keep coming.
Or we kill the person who has the contract out on me.
Yeah, but he's in Waterdeep. That is a long way.
And so the 9 hells isn't any more it's not closer than Waterdeep.
Some might say that Waterdeep's easier to get to than the 9 hells, but I'm just a disembodied voice, so don't listen to me.
That is a very good point, God.
You're welcome.
Don't call him that, he'll get ideas.
Yep.
We need to get to East Haven anyway.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well, follow the leader!
Would it make everyone feel more comfortable if I did get rid of the mask?
I don't know what difference it will make, to be honest with you. I think, in general, like what Karen said, we are pretty... what's the word? Not We're very well out here.
Conspicuous.
I was going to say conspicuous. Yeah, so we're pretty conspicuous out here, especially for me being a very bright-ass pink tiefling here, which... And also... That's very different. It's very rare for tieflings, as far as I have seen in my life.
So
AJ's a celebrity.
I was going to say, I'm sorry, but I'm loving that the 2 tieflings are pointing at themselves and saying, look how unique and special we are, and you're travelling with a peacock.
I was getting to that, but I was just... but then Cher's like, I don't want to be offending you.
Oh, I know, I'm special.
I'm going to say, I'm unique. There's no one like me
You're very
at all.
unique.
That's why I didn't point to just me and Jerry. I pointed to everyone, including
Yeah, we're quite
everyone.
just suggesting. And plus, now we have a walking mechanic thing here, which you basically called him Timothy, Dax.
I stand by that name.
What's wrong with that?
It's a really
I'm gonna
dumb
just-
name.
I will not take any criticism from the people in this party on naming the creatures, entities we come across.
I do-
should have a heroic
No, but
name.
hold on.
For the
I do have to sort of agree, like a little bit. Why Timothy?
It should have a heroic name, something that will be stuffed legends.
Dax, I cannot wait until you have a child and name him Bob or something. I think you have extraordinary taste in names.
What?
Immediately looks at AJ like, are you for real?
What?
I'm not even saying are you for real, I'm just like, look at him.
Sometimes there is charm in
fine, yeah,
simplicity.
You know,
Oh, Bob and
you can have a
Timothy's
nice,
simple
boring
names in
name
this
like
world.
Bob. Yeah.
Surely isn't Bob an extraordinary name here?
I think the best person who would actually name our mechanic friend here would be Carrion. He's got the he does the best names.
Some might say that Bob would be unexpected.
And doomed.
And chicken.
Look,
Yes.
his name is Timothy, at least for the moment. I think the issues we're dealing with, the naming of Timothy, is quite far down the priority-wise. So we can deal with that after we've saved East Haven, killed Brim's assassin,
Again.
and then stopped the never-ending winter. All this. We
We do have a lot of a lot of things on our plate. To be fair,
And also to try and find out where in the Nine Hells is my sister and my brother.
hopefully not in the Nine Hells.
Hopefully not in the Nine Hells, yes.
Although that would be convenient if we have to go to the Nine Hells
If
to
you have to go there to
Valeome.
kill this Valeome guy,
Yeah. Then
I
we'd,
I
I
I
think
have to object. It would be way easier just to get a boat to Waterdeep than to venture into the Nine Hells
I don't know.
to take out the middleman.
I don't know. There's a lot of people in Waterdeep. I'm not really a people-y kind of person.
And you're a.
I'm a what?
I pat
Oh.
Carrion, like Cherry
Oh.
pat Carrion's shoulders like, I totally understand what you're feeling. It's
Well,
understandable.
And you want to get embroiled in all that down in the Nine Hells just to cut out a messenger assassin.
I don't want to go anywhere. I want to be here to find my sister and my brother.
I also don't want to go there. But if it's necessary,
It's
we
not.
might have to.
It's not at all.
We'll just have to keep fighting him off every 5 minutes while.
And it's gonna get worse and worse. This is such a dilemma right now. I'm surprised I'm not giving myself a headache.
Listen, we can start heading south now, if you'd like.
No, we need to figure out what's going on in East Haven, and
Yeah.
plus, what's the name of the old lady that took care of Moss? Moss! What's the name of your lovely lady? Yeah. She's
No,
92, you know!
I can't remember her name, but I know she's 92.
Yeah, she's 92, you know, guys.
92.
What about her?
Seem to think she was 96.
She might be in
wasn't she?
danger.
Oh, right, because she's an East. Yeah, I see.
Oh no, what a conundrum.
That's
Let's get to East Haven.
Sean. Just like, come on.
About an hour passes.
We
Of us
haven't
walking around in a
moved.
circle while we have this argument.
Yeah, and somehow we've just made a proper nice circular kind of area.
About an hour passes, and you see East Haven on the. You start to arrive at East Haven. Surprisingly, once again, you are arriving at East Haven coming from the west, because that's the direction you went, and
You
are
said
now
like
returning
arriving at East
from.
Haven like 3 times.
The town is built on the edge of the water and sort of spirals out with settlements and smaller houses towards the edge and larger buildings, shops and taverns and marketplaces towards the middle and along the northern edge of the town, there is a lake that is obviously at the moment frozen over, and a number of piers and jetties head out into the frozen ice, with a number of boats currently locked away in the ice, unable to be properly used. As you approach the town, smoke rises from the center. A thick but thinning black smoke rises from the center of town.
John, whereabouts was Lucilla's house in the scheme of things?
She lived near the center of town. This smoke is not rising from near where she lived.
Okay. You can see Moss is still panicked, but having seen where it is, she's a little less frantic to go and see Lucilla.
Can we see like the buildings and that sort of thing?
Roll me a perception check.
Can I do that as well?
Anyone that has previously been to the town can roll me a perception check to see if they can.
I will roll, because
That all of us?
Everybody's been to the town previously, yes. So everybody can roll if they wish to.
Nope.
Perception check.
I won't
Yes.
do very well, or I might do okay.
21. 21.
Anyone else rolling, or is that everybody?
I'm going to. Sorry, it's just Foundry
One
seemed to
second.
needed to do something or other that
Oh,
slowed us
perception,
down.
yeah. Do.
You do.
Oh, nice. Perception.
Okay.
Disgrace.
That's one.
Moss and Snicket, you're not sure where the smoke's rising from.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm even sure there's a town at the moment.
Town? Where?
You're fairly certain there's a town around here somewhere, Snicket.
If only he could find it, he's facing away from the town.
I have no idea what you're
What's
talking
that?
about. Where is this town you speak of? Looks like the other way.
What's that ordinary house standing there all alone in the distance?
Everyone else, you think the smoke is rising from about Town Hall.
Oh.
Did they
Oh.
burn people here?
When we came here the first time, they were burning a red wizard.
Could I fly up to get an aerial view of this?
Yes.
I will do that.
You can see...
Watches AJ fly off. I could have done that.
How close do you fly?
Oh, good question. Let's say I'm like
The Town Hall is
not like
about
Yeah.
2,000, maybe 1,500 feet into the town. So you can fly up and get a view of it from outside of the town if you want, or
yeah.
get
I'll
in a
fly
bit
to where I can
close.
at least see it, not like full on top of it.
Okay. You can see a lot of clamour in the streets around the town hall. You can see sort of the aftermath of a bucket chain, sort of a bucket chain that has formed and is now done the task that it was set to, and like people are milling around not really sure what to do next. You can see that there is a large segment of the town hall that has been burnt, and some damage to the structure of town hall. It's not been fully destroyed, but there is a concerning amount of damage has taken place there.
And is there anyone like running away from the building, or is there anyone like still in there?
There are people around the town hall. You can see a number of people that look like they've evacuated from it, that have been a part of this bucket chain. There are a number of other people that have from the surrounding businesses and town in general that have sort of set up a bucket, like have done a bucket chain to get water into dealing with the fire. And now that the fire's out and the smoke's starting to clear, they're not really sure what needs to be done next. Nobody's organizing it at the moment.
Cool. All right, I'll fly back, and then I'll point, because I'm above everyone else, I'll point at Carrie and cast message and just say, fire out? Probably should go.
I thought you were going to do a moss from IT crowd. Fire! Exclamation point. Fire! Exclamation point.
Probably should go. ...
There's a fire. Probably should go.
Go where? What, to there?
To the fire.
To the smoke. To the smoke.
Well, Cherish starts pacing already there. She's like already legging it. I'm on my way.
Tell
screwing
everybody
with all
I'm
this.
on my way.
I fucking love that movie. Oh,
Goat says, I didn't know Moss was in the IT crowd.
Right.
Multi-talented, what can I say?
Does everybody...
Yes.
Everybody takes
Yes.
off towards the smoke.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Brim.
Moss is
Yeah.
at the front of the group.
Yes. Uh-oh.
Brim.
Aye.
You're
Run,
the
Brim.
fastest.
I am.
So despite Moss taking an early lead... Well, actually, Moss, are you
Yeah.
going full speed?
Yes.
Are we on axe beaks?
Do you keep on your axe beaks as you head through the town?
Yeah, Cherish will be on their axe beaks.
Okay.
Yeah, Karen's going to stay on his.
I'm on Poppy.
I'm on
If-
Nugget.
Technically, Moss hasn't got one, right?
I think Moss has been
True.
sharing someone's...
Yeah, in which case she'll be on foot, or... Yeah.
We should just get a sled. Just
Yeah.
We need to get a sled.
Did I let Moss take mine? Because I was often, I'd be on foot, sort of guiding, you know.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was how we worked it.
So, Moss and Brim.
Aye.
Brim, do you go on foot?
I think the axe beak is slower than me if I'm off of it, which is funny. So yes, for all intents and purposes.
You and Moss arrive around the same time at the fire. Or at the former fire, as I say. It was a fire, it's now out. A large portion of the town hall formerly was made of wood,
Oh boy.
and now
That's made
isn't.
of- oh, weird.
Whoops.
Oops a daisy.
Roll me a... both of you roll me a... Oh, no, actually, wait. No, not Moss. No, I'll give Moss this.
Ooh.
I'm all full of choices right now.
Both. Going, who knows?
Right.
Both of you roll me a perception check as you take in this scene in front of you.
I'd like to use a point of luck, if you don't mind.
Go right ahead. That's what they're for.
Thank you. I'll just roll that perception check again. Shall I?
Too below again. It's not even going to be a double digit.
It's better. It's better.
Well, that's even better. There we
22.
go.
Okay,
22.
Brim, you notice. So, let's start with what both of you notice. You both notice a large number of people milling around. There has been some sort of a concerted effort from the townspeople to put out the fire at the town hall. But now that the fire's out, nobody seems to fully understand what they should do next. It's sort of that moment of the adrenaline is starting to wear off, the situation, the pressing situation that you know what the problem is, has been dealt with, and what's the next step now?
Yeah.
Brim.
Aye.
You notice, on top of that, there are a number of people that you can see that are milling around with less... There are the people that are milling around that are part of the fire chain, and there are the people now milling around that worked in the town hall. And you can see a number of them that are milling around and sort of trying to take count of who is out here and if anyone is missing. You can also notice a sizable hole in the side of the town hall, and that a figurehead is missing.
Oh.
Ooh.
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 Oh, I like that disseminated through the group. When you were last here, Brim,
Aye.
there was a figurehead from a ship that had been found in the middle of the lake and brought into the town hall, which you examined and had a ghost strapped to it. And then after touching it, some of your party started to believe in a conspiracy against the people of the 10 towns.
Good
That-
time.
Yes.
That
times.
figurehead is missing.
I will. To the people who it's now that I can see that it's two groups of people instead of a mass of them. Could I go over to the people in the bucket chains? How long ago did the fire start?
It was maybe a little over an hour.
An hour, right? Thank you. And I'll then go over to the people who were working in the town hall and just go, "Hi, is everyone accounted for? Do you have everyone?"
About this time, everybody else from the group arrives, and
Hello.
with just
Man, that's one way to burn the house down.
Knocks over a cart of fish with my axe beak as I stop.
Wow, you all like to get along like a house on fire here, don't you?
AJ, people might have died.
we can potentially see why AJ is not a comedian but a dancer.
Whoa.
No, you're right.
Two of the people that are sort of taking the count we can't find the head of the guard, and we can't find Speaker Daneth Whalen. There's a couple of others, a couple of other guardsmen that should be with them, who seem to be missing. They could be still inside somewhere.
Okay. Right. Okay. Thank you. I will turn back to the group and say, and like, go back over to our group and says, Dax, there, something big blew through the side of the hole. There's a hole in the side of the building that something big blew through. And also do you remember that fun ship's figurehead that
the ghost
Yes,
one. The ghost
yes.
one.
yes, the ghost one. It's missing.
Right.
As is the speaker and the head of the guard for East Haven.
This isn't
And the troop of people who were escorting them. They have suspicions that they might still be inside of the town hall, but I don't know.
I mean, I could start to track the people who did this, like, you know, because if they've taken those people.
Aye, at least get sort of a direction for us. I'm going to zip around the inside and see if I can find anyone else. Has it like collapsed, or is it still standing, or is
It's still mostly standing. It doesn't look like it's under immediately going to collapse territory. It's probably, you know, it suffered some structural damage. There are probably bits of it that are in need of replacing fairly swiftly.
Right. I'm going to turn to Carrion and AJ and say, if you could fly up as high as you can, see if you can see anyone leaving and in what direction.
Of course.
There might be a cohort of people or not. See if you can correspond with Dax, see if you can get direction going.
Okay. Carrion is then going to try and find the nearest alley, and then loosen wings and go up.
There is an alleyway between the town hall and the next building over that you could.
So yeah, he's going to hurriedly duck in there.
Yeah.
Snicket, Cherish, do you want to come with me?
Yeah, I'm also going to activate my
Oh, yeah.
detect magic as well.
Sorry.
Eldritch Sight, sorry.
All right.
Carrion is actually going to cast invisibility on himself and then fly up.
Okay.
Because he doesn't.
Noted.
Cool.
He's trying to obey his mummy.
I'm just going to cast Eldritch Sight as well to see if I can find anything that might be out of the ordinary magic-wise.
So Snicket and Cherish are going in with Brim. AJ and Carrion are going up to check things out.
Yeah.
Doing that to just spend the spell slot.
Dax and Moss, what are you guys? Is Dax trying to start to find tracks, or?
Yes, that's what I want to do. I mean, Moss can certainly come with me and help.
Moss will be patting everyone and asking them if they're okay and have they seen Lucilla while she cleans each of them and dries them all off.
Okay.
She's literally just going around the crowd, like every new person she can see that isn't dry.
East Haven is going to have the cleanest peasants in all the land.
She's figured she can keep track of who she's spoken to and who she hasn't by who's actually clean and not filled with smoke.
That's a good point, actually. That is a very clever idea.
You start heading round, and at the beginning there are a lot of soot-covered people. There are a lot of people that have been involved in a bucket chain, and obviously when you're trying to move buckets of water as fast as possible, you're going to get spillage. So there are definitely a lot of people that are very welcoming to suddenly being clean.
Seeing that Moss is like starting to do this, I will sort of take off the rope backpack that I've put the cauldron in, and I'll just sort of set it down and just say, Moss, it'll get people to speak to you if you have a ton of food going, and pour a water skin full of water into that and put a ladle in it. Right.
Cool.
Okay, let's start off with Team Eye in the Sky. Carrion and AJ, could you both roll me perception checks, please?
Yes, of course.
I can attempt. I can do very well, apparently.
Woo! Nice.
Okay. You both look out. You do not see a large group of people leaving the town.
Okay.
You scan the horizon line and can't see anyone traveling out of the town from where you are.
Weren't they invisible sometimes? The Duergar, like they would.
Oh yeah.
The Duergar can turn invisible, but if they took anyone or anything, they wouldn't be.
See what I have that can help this. Oh, I've got to locate object, but we're not looking for objects. Heck.
We're looking for that figurehead.
Yeah, I was about to say you could try trying to search for the figurehead on the locate object.
True, but
I don't want.
I have to have seen it up close. Have I seen it up close before?
Yeah, I believe so.
AJ was involved.
Okay, so you sense the direction to the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you. Well, locate figurehead. I can upcast this? Oh no, I can't.
Nope, you just can cast it.
All right. I cast
It is not within 1,000. It is not within 1,000 feet of you at this time.
Shit. Well, wherever it is, Carrion, it's far, far away.
From where you are flying over Town Hall, 1,000 feet doesn't even leave East Haven.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say 1,000 feet's not really that far.
All right, I will.
It's pretty far, but
I'm
not...
gonna swoop and see if I can catch the edge of it all.
What's your flying speed? It would be the same as your walking speed, so
30 feet.
60 feet around. Okay. You do sort of a wide arc around the town, and it's going to take you a little while to get back to Town Hall if you go all the way around town.
That's fine.
But obviously, what else you doing at the moment? As you arrive back at Town Hall, a good, I'm going to say 15, 20 minutes has passed.
All right.
And you are confident that the figurehead is no longer within 1,000 feet of the borders of East Haven.
Well, shite.
They must have fucking motored that thing.
Yeah.
Or magic.
Or dimension door or something.
Well, that could be a thing.
All right. But yeah.
Could they have gotten away on the water? I know most of it's frozen, but like...
True.
That'd still be freezing.
They might have like kind of an actual.
Speedboat.
No, I was thinking of like, if they're going in the water, they might have a very special suit for it.
Yeah.
Okay, while that is happening, inside team, Brim, Snicket, Cherish.
Aye.
Smoke still hangs fairly heavily in the upper floor of East Haven Town Hall. Let's actually, I think I can go to a map for this.
Ooh.
Let me double check that I can. Yes, I have the map still.
I've got my scarf just sort of up over my mouth and nose.
You aren't there.
Yeah,
you
some-
aren't there,
Goggles on.
and you
I've
aren't
got my
there.
eyes and minute seeing on, so all the lenses are click-clacking into place.
Cherish just got her eyes boomed up for her object sight, and she's covering up with her scarf as well.
We're all ready. We're
Are
ready for
you
this.
are you entering team via the front door of the town hall or by the big hole that is now in the side of it?
I think by the big hole, honestly.
We might as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
I'm gonna take us to a map. And
Ooh.
I'm gonna move you over. Those of you that aren't in there aren't gonna be able to see anything on Foundry for a little while.
Darkness.
Oh god, my eyes.
You enter a room with 4 columns holding up most of a second floor, sort of what would have been balcony-like walkways, some of which have collapsed in the fire, run around above you. A set of stairs in the corner lead up to the upper floors. A set of stairs in the opposite corner lead downstairs to whatever is in the basement of the town hall. There are, from this point, 4 doors that you can see that lead into other rooms. Smoke hangs heavily in this room, and you can see there is a lot of damage to the balcony and the 4 pillars that would hold up the ceiling of this space.
Are
Where
there
would you
any
like to head?
Are there any tracks in this room, like footprints or anything like that?
Roll me a survival check.
No.
You can't see any specific tracks. It's a stone floor, and it's not the sort of surface that easily leads to tracks being left. You can see some scrape marks that something slid out of the center of the room.
John,
Hello.
can Cherish see anything with her eldritch sight?
No.
Nothing magical, no.
There is nothing magical in this room other than you and your compatriots.
Got it.
I kind of want to go downstairs.
I'm not sensing anything magical, guys. Just a slop.
I'd like to go downstairs. I think nothing bad ever happens in basement. Let's go downstairs.
I think quite a bit happens in bad
I'm
things
going to
happen in
unpause the
basements.
game as well.
Oh, I think we should.
Oh.
Well, I think we should check just to make sure.
Fair enough.
I'll lead the way.
He's already over there. Gambling over there.
So,
Have fun.
Cherish and Snicket are going downstairs. Is Brim going with them?
I am.
Okay. I didn't actually set up this map to multi-level.
I'm so sorry.
So you're just going to be dragged through the wall for a second.
But wouldn't you know, the basement is exactly the same layout.
Oh, that's fine. What?
We're getting there.
Mm.
Hold tight, guys.
Oh.
Nice. Flat.
You descend a set of solid stone stairs. Some have wood planks covering them. Into a basement, and from here you can hear the thumping on a door around this corner.
I'm going that way.
That sounds like a place to go. Yep.
Sorry, about here.
Cherish will get her netherlight out.
Hello?
Hello.
Where is it from here?
Yes.
Hello?
Who is that?
Just some rescuers, seeing if anybody's left in the building after a fire. We just want to know if you're okay.
There's been a fire?
They're hammering on the door. You're like, are you fine?
Cherish, open the door.
Open the door. Oh, what? That one.
So, let's first explain what you're looking at. These are solid iron doors.
Okay.
Each
Ooh.
of them has an iron shuttered window built into it.
I see.
What?
I see what's going on. I see what's happened.
This is a jail cell, isn't
This
it?
is a jail.
I'm a dum-dum.
I love jail.
Cherish is just going to open the iron bit, not open the door.
Never mind.
I think that horse is
You-
bolted a bit.
You slide the little iron slit open, and you look inside, and you can see the very well-dressed speaker of the town guard man, and two guardsmen. The two guardsmen are sort of slumped onto the floor with like a trickle of blood falling down from their head. And the person hammering on the door is the leader of the town's guard, who I definitely
don't
didn't
look
name.
pretty suspicious at all.
Are they supposed to be in there?
Is your guys okay?
Speaker, are you all right?
We got ambushed. Something knocked us down and dragged us in here.
Yeah.
You didn't happen to get a good look at what did?
It moved quickly. You say there's been a fire. Is
Aye.
anybody
Yeah.
else out?
Yeah.
Yes, you and your two men and your head of the guard are the last ones unaccounted for.
Yeah. They thought you
Uh,
went missing, like you've been kidnapped or something.
Do you know where the keys are?
They'll be in the jailer's room. This is round the corner.
I'll run off there then.
Are you injured in any way? Is your guys injured in a way? Like, are there any bad casualties or?
They both seem to still be breathing.
Yeah, that's good. Also, we found out there's an object missing within the town hall as well.
Oh, what's missing?
The head thing. Oh, God's bloody name.
Figurehead. The figurehead
The figurehead.
from the main hall. Not the main hall that now has a gaping hole in it.
Yep.
That one.
That one.
That thing is more trouble than it's worth. No casualties in here. We've just been locked in here all day.
Surprised the fire didn't get very... Smoke didn't come down here. There's a... Really?
It's a good thing. This place is made of stone, so it would be difficult for a fire to spread down here. Not that I'm sure the people who set it particularly cared for that.
I've reached the office. I imagine this office where I am is the sort of jailer's office.
Yes.
Wonderful.
You see a large circular wooden table with a well-worn deck of cards scattered atop it. You can... 3 chairs sit around, one tipped over to the side, and next to the chair that's tipped over to one side, you can see a ring of iron keys.
How do I ransack this place? I'll grab the iron keys.
Using a little bit of trial and error, you manage to eventually find the correct iron key to open the door and let out the speaker and the leader of the town's guard, who assist you in dragging the 2 still unconscious bodies of the other guardsmen up the stairs, if that is what you so desire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm curious about what this area is.
Do you wish to look at it, or do you wish to ask them?
I'm going to ask them. So, what's this building over here? What's this room?
That's the interrogation room.
All right.
We used it when finding... I mean, most recently, that red wizard, when we interrogated him.
Very well. Let's get you up there and probably looked over.
As you get them upstairs, the people that have been doing vague medical triage work rush over to assist you. There haven't been a lot of injured, but sort of there are, medical support has at this point arrived and starts to bandage up the wounds. The speaker starts to give orders to the people and some sense of organization returns to the general milling crowd out the front.
Moss will have found someone while she's busy helping people, will have found someone to send to go and check on Lucilla. But she will have stayed put with the cauldron.
With the cauldron, you get a lot of people approaching you and taking food from you.
He's kind of been asking people if they saw anything, like what happened in the run-up, and anyone that's useful, or that she thinks might be useful from what they've said, she's sort of pointed to stand together to one side. She doesn't really know what to ask them, but assumes that some of the others might have questions if they
Okay.
I maybe saw something.
You get word back that Lucilla is safe and at home, and
He's 92, you know.
is 92, you know, and didn't get involved, didn't see this occurring.
Mhm.
Is uninjured and safe. We're going to go back to a battle map that everybody can see, because that's going to be more fun for the people that aren't inside. You find a couple of people that she didn't start the fire, says Goat. Yes, you discovered this about the 92-year-old woman.
Good to know, not an arsonist.
She didn't start this particular fire and make off with the figurehead. You find one or two people that say they saw strange things during their time in Town Hall that day. And unless you have specific questions for them, you just sort of gather them together and make a mental note of where they stand so that you can send the rest of the group over to them when they get back from whatever their particular task is. Dax.
Yes.
We will now get to you, because you've been waiting very patiently. Could you roll me a survival check? It's going to be very difficult because there's a lot of foot traffic at the moment.
Now, I recently changed my added
you
my
gained
favoured enemy.
some favoured enemies, I believe. Yes.
Yes, including dwarves. So I'm just sort of asking, would that be of any help? In this situation?
I mean, if you feel that you are looking for dwarf tracks, then yes, I will give you advantage at this roll.
I mean, we were expecting the Duergar to attack, and they also have been taking magical stuff.
So I will give you advantage at this roll. It's still quite a high DC to be able to find tracks, but...
So was it survival?
Survival. I mean, quite a high check, but... You're a very good tracker.
I didn't even roll advantage either there.
You did.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
You rolled a 19 and a 12.
Oh.
You start doing whatever it is you do to track tracks. And initially around the town hall, as I say, there's been a lot of foot traffic, there's been a lot of people moving around, and it's difficult to pick out one track from another. So you start sort of spreading out a bit. You head a little bit further afield, and after a little while, 5 or 10 minutes of radiating search out from Town Hall, you pick up a set of tracks that you are fairly confident was made by a dwarf or something of the dwarven persuasion within the last 12 hours or so. You track it, and it seems to be a dwarf pulling a large, heavy cart of some description. You can follow it for as long as you would like. It is heading south out of the town.
how far away am I from the rest of the party?
I mean, within a good 10 minutes after finding the trail, a good 10 minutes or so, you can get to the very edge of the town and see that it does indeed leave the town and is heading south. It was left earlier this morning.
Because I want to go after it immediately, but I want to let the party know that I'm going. But I don't want to run back into town.
I mean, can Carrion have seen Dax wandering around? Because while AJ fluttered around the town, I was just flying around in like the center.
What was your perception check? Where was it? It's up.
That was a natural 20.
That was a natural 20. Yeah, you easily, you look out to the horizon, you don't see anybody leaving, but as AJ flaps away, spell covering their eyes, you look to the edge of town and you see Dax picking his way through the streets and following something.
As he gets to the very edge and he looks concerned, I'll just flap down and land as quietly as I can. And just be like, "I'm bothering you."
Yeah,
Still
invisible, yeah.
Dax, with your 26 survival check, I will say that you notice a little puff of the snow. And suddenly, Carrion's voice.
Yeah. And it'll be like super cool and, I was expecting you, Carrion.
Yeah.
And then very quickly, because I shouldn't be wasting time making stupid jokes, so I think I might have picked up a trail of a dwarf who's leaving town with something really heavy, heading this way. I want to get after it immediately because the more time, the harder it'll be to follow the tracks. So I'm going to start heading that way. Please send help or something.
Fine. I'll wait here, and he's gonna kind of like point. You can't see it, but either way, he's gonna point towards like the center-ish of town, and he is going to target Brim.
Oh, right.
Okay.
And Dax found tracks heading south. He is following. I'm at the southern gate. How are you? I'm good.
Love you.
And then the message stops.
I love when you do that.
Hello, Carrion. Thank you for the update. I'll gather everyone and come join you soon. Just need to talk to Speaker about getting paid for.
And then the message stops.
Didn't know you could reply to the message.
It possibly stopped 5 words sooner. I lost count in my head.
I was keeping track. 4 was the 5th in 25.
There you go.
Was the 25th and 25.
And then
I'm very bad at counting sending myself, apparently, is what I'm
I
learning.
count syllables, which doesn't help.
That's not how that works.
I can't stop my brain from doing it, but it does.
It would be really bad if it was 25 syllables. That would be horrible.
I definitely did count update as 2 words and then nope, take off 1.
Once he sent his message, he's going to cover up wings again and then release invisibility, and then he's going to wait at the gate, as he said.
Okay.
I will walk. I will update everyone, and since we're all sort of like in the main space, saying, "Right, everyone back on the Axe Speaks. Dax has found something. Speaker, if I might have a word."
AJ. As you start to make your arc back over the town to the town hall, what was your perception?
Shot out of the air.
You get shot out of the skies.
Anti-aircraft guns open up.
I was going to say you noticed that Carrion isn't there, but he was invisible.
Never mind.
You see your group gathering down below. Carrion and Dax aren't with them, but everybody else is sort of gathering up in front of the town hall.
I suppose, and just swoops down. With a flourish.
Oh, AJ. AJ's back with us now.
AJ is
Yes.
back with the rest of the group.
Hello, Brim.
Perfect, AJ.
Yes.
If you could join me for a word with the speaker, something important to him has gone missing. And I fear I would be doing Dax a disservice if I did not ask what the going rate for a hard day's work is. And I feel I could use your persuasive efforts in that.
Oh, gladly. I shall persuade.
One moment.
Of course I persuade. I've been persuading for years.
You're a bard, right? You know how to talk to people.
Yes.
Of course. Why would you say that?
I persuade through the medium of dance. He'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like advanced sign language.
Communicates with the power of semaphore.
Right, so what do we want to do? Sorry.
You both head over to the speaker, and initially he is a little bit preoccupied organizing people to help shore up the town hall. But once he has completed that particular task, once he has completed that particular task, I need to finish reading a bit of my notes.
Speaker, buddy old pal, Billy Bob boy.
How have you been?
Speaker, Bobby!
Speaker, here's my business card. I forgot you have business cards.
It's just so nice and holographic.
Yeah, they really are.
And like shifting as well, so it looks like he's dancing.
Yeah. Yes.
Holographic shifting card.
HA dancing at a job interview, says Goat.
Yes.
After organizing people to set up repairs starting on the town hall, invisible enemies walk among us. We have seen their boot prints in the snow. You have brought evidence of them to my town hall. Duergar.
Aye. That is what we've suspected. One of our number has found tracks leading out of town, and we are willing to go investigate and get your stolen property back. They did make off with the.
I'd much rather see that thing destroyed, but whatever their purpose with it, it's not good.
Well, I'd like to offer our services for the. In that case, if we cannot retrieve it and get it back to your hands, we will destroy it to your benefit, really. Although I think anyone who touches it gets possessed, so I'm surprised they made it out.
Yeah.
They must not be touching it.
They must be moving it with their mind.
Or gloves.
Oh, that.
Or glove.
Well, that's less fun, but yes.
I'm not sure AJ was the, business mastermind they presented themselves to be.
Your group. I don't know if you have a name.
Out of character. Do we have a name yet?
No, I don't
We
think
have
so.
not had a name yet.
No,
Wow.
we never have names. We never.
I was
have
just
names
so
in this
tempted to
group.
call us the Frosty Fucks, but
We gotta come up with something better
The Frosty
than the
Flakes.
Frosty Fucks.
the Frosty Flakes.
Wasn't it? Didn't we discuss it briefly? That it was like AJ and the backup dancers or something
Yeah,
like that.
AJ and the backup dancers.
We're
No,
not
wait, I've
gonna
got it,
get-
I've got it.
AJ and the Snowflakes.
we're not
it's
gonna
Snicket
get
and
much
6 other
business that
people.
way.
It's Snicket and 6 other people. Right.
Marion and chums, I think you'll find.
Dax's
Goodbye, mate.
menagerie.
Okay, so
Cherish
Brim and his
cherish once.
buddies.
Brim is buddies, yeah.
We'll have to deal with that for now. We've got to really think of one.
Easy as.
I assume that you have all of the supplies you need to get underway as soon as possible.
We do. Aye.
Aye.
I am,
Aye.
as speaker of this town, I am a member of the Council of Speakers. We have a standing bounty for anyone that would cause harm to the 10 towns.
Oh.
We owed some money then.
If you can stop this particular threat, the 4 largest towns will be able to offer you 300 gold pieces each. Each of the towns, not each of you.
Okay.
To
Okay.
clear that
okay,
matter
okay. So that is a total of 1,200 gold, if I'm hearing that correctly.
Each
Oh,
of
I like the ice. I like the icebreakers.
Each of the 6
icebreakers.
smaller towns, as they are smaller, can offer 100 gold.
Okay. So it just depends on who we turn the bounty into.
Yeah.
Each of the
Oh, I
towns
get
will
it.
supply it should they should the threat not cause too much for them.
Could I request something with that?
On top of the gold, or
If we can successfully turn a bounty into at least this town, could I get personal promotion to be the representative mascot of this town?
This is on
I
you, Brim.
turn
Did
to
this.
look at AJ very slowly.
instead of your share of the gold?
But I mean, that would be nice, but it would basically mean I can draw more people here. After all, who wouldn't want to come and see me?
I will see what the tourist board suggests.
Hell yeah.
It will have to be after the tourist board looks a little bit less like charcoal.
All right.
We'll have to be after the tourist board is created, because there clearly wouldn't be such a thing in such an awful place. But
yeah, come
No,
look at
that's
come look
exactly
at the
why you
birth.
need a tourist board.
Yeah.
That's exactly why you
Yeah.
need a tourist board.
You need a
It's all-
tourist bird.
Yeah. Yes, I will be the tourist bird for you. I will promote your town and its excellency.
We will look into it.
Thank you.
Is there one of my compatriots would shame me if I did not ask, but is there anything should we destroy the ship face thing? I'm not very good with boats. Should we
figurehead.
destroy? Yes, the figurehead. Thank you. Should we destroy that for you? Would there be any sort of extra reward in that for us?
No. The survival of the town is paramount.
Of course. Right. Well, bounty average. Is that a bounty per?
If you
member
save
apprehended,
or if you manage to save all 10 of the towns, you get 1,800 gold pieces.
Right.
And mascot.
Understood.
And your friend might become the mascot of one of the towns.
Yes.
One of the better towns, probably.
I don't mind. I'm not picky.
Right.
You
Will
don't want to be the mascot of Dugan's Hole. It's not
I
even
can
great
challenge.
saying it.
No. No, it's not. It's set your sights on good mead, maybe. Right. We will move with post haste. Thank you very much. It'll be nice doing business with you. And we head off.
We.
Yep.
While that conversation was going on, Moss would have just pointed the couple of people out to Cherish, and I guess they'd have just had a quick conversation.
Yeah.
Cherish.
Me.
While that conversation occurs,
Yes.
as Moss says, she points out 2 or 3 people that worked in town hall who are sort of huddled around a corner of the town hall, eating a large bowl of stew each.
Okay.
And suggests that they might have seen something.
Okay, yep. So I'll go over there then and do that.
What is it you would like to ask?
I'll just ask him, like, okay, we've heard that you know something. I've been told that you might know something. Have you seen anything that was completely suspicious? And what might have happened here?
I work upstairs in the work upstairs in town hall, and I went to the break room this morning.
Right.
The figurehead was missing
Yes.
before
But
the fire.
did you- Okay, okay.
And then
Did you...
another of them pipes up. I'm the assistant for I just looked at his name. What's his damn name? I'm the assistant for Mr. Whalen, the town watchman, the town speaker.
Yep.
I I haven't been able to find him all morning. He sometimes comes in early to get work done.
We just talked to the townspeople, didn't we?
You did.
Yeah,
We just rescued the town speaker.
We just rescued the townspeople. He's just over there.
Yes.
He
He
mentioned that he got struck, so...
He and Captain Imdra were due to have a meeting this morning, early, before the rest of the town hall staff arrived at the building.
Right.
I had assumed for the most part they were just... They'd just gone somewhere private to have this conversation. I was turning aside people looking for him, saying that he was busy in this meeting, but...
Do you...
Sorry, did somebody tell you who was busy in that meeting, or is that just what you thought?
It was scheduled.
What he said that... what I said, but
yeah.
because I don't know where Snicket is at this point. I think it's just like Cherish.
He could be there as well.
Yeah, let's make him there. He can make it
yeah.
easier.
It was a scheduled meeting. They were due to meet this morning. I just assumed it had overrun.
Okay. So he's gone missing, the captain.
The captain was in the prison as well.
Oh, so he was knocked out.
She
was knocked out. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so she was there. So was the townsfolk. Yeah, something knocked them out for them to go into the prison. And they were supposed to have a meeting.
Maybe when they got in, they disturbed something that was happening in the night.
Maybe. I'll have a chat with them. But are you sure that this thing was gone before the fire?
The other one who says, yes, I thought it was unusual. I tried to get word to the speaker, but well, I was turned away.
Turned away?
Well, he was in a meeting, says the assistant to the speaker. He was in a meeting and shouldn't have been disturbed.
Right.
So we've been sort of holding messages back for him.
Okay.
Who turned you away?
The two of them look at each other. I did, because he was supposed to be in a meeting with the captain, and we couldn't find him, so I just assumed the meeting had overrun. That they'd gone somewhere private for this meeting they were supposed to have before the town hall opened. Officially opened. They have keys and are... They can come and go as they please.
Okay. All right.
The third person who is been pushed over here. The other two have sort of been talking to you quite openly. He's looking a little bit concerned, scared, worried.
Yeah.
He's not said anything yet.
I look at him and say, you know something as well. Can you explain what's going on as well?
I was on the second floor of the town hall when the fire started. Nobody believes me, but I saw a winged creature.
Do you know what they look like?
Flying away. Large.
Do they have...
Black. It was moving quickly. Long tail. don't know
Did
what
it have a
was.
face at all?
I didn't see one.
Right.
It moved fast. Everybody thinks it was just smoke or some trick of the light or something from where I fell, but I know what I saw.
Got it. Okay. I think Cherish will move away and go straight to Brim.
You see as you back away from him, he does have a bandage around the head with a bit of a red patch, suggesting he has taken a head wound.
Yeah. I did. Cherish will say thank you before going away, by the way. To all three of them.
You walk away, then you walk back. Thank you.
I do before I walk off. But yeah, she'll go straight to Brim and say, like, so I've just got more information.
Boy.
Okay. The figurehead was gone before the fire broke out.
Okay.
Someone had witnessed someone witnessed to take the figurehead away?
No. They had seen that it was gone. So you've got a witness that says they had seen it not there in the morning.
Yes.
You have a witness that says that the speaker and the captain of the guard were supposed to have a meeting before the town hall officially opened.
Yep.
And they hadn't, the two of them hadn't been seen all morning.
Yep.
And you have a third witness who says he saw something with wings taking off just after the fire started.
Okay. So yeah, so
whoops, my bad, guys.
So one witness said that it was already gone before the fire broke out, which they sort of thought it was unusual. The second person said, like, both the captain and the town speaker were gone all morning, and they both assumed they were in a special meeting, in a secret meeting, and they would not been seen all morning. The third person, which I'm worried about, said that when the fire broke out, something came out of the smoke that's considered to be a creature that shown to be black and had wings. And looked monstrous.
Now, that could be several things, but the worst, I don't think, flies up this north.
It went fast. The guy said it was quick, like, it was fast.
Right, well, I'm no animal expert, but that doesn't sound like good news. If they are flying...
They might be here now. They might have been here before. Which makes sense of how they were before. Like, they were at the tents.
Right. So they were just waiting. Okay. Right, let's catch up with Dax and Carrion. Hopefully we can...
We can relate to the information to them about this as well.
Aye, yeah.
We shall find.
The group heads to the south gate.
Karen has made several snow people.
You find Carrion and a number of snow people.
Oh, Carrion. You've been busy. Which way did Dax go?
That way, points towards the way he went.
Wonderful. Saddle up. Let's go.
Are all the snow people, like, horrific? Like,
no.
They're just normal.
By the way, we do relate the information to everyone else, like what's been said.
So there's a horrible creature thingy.
It might be our guy again, but it seems like he didn't take the figurehead. Like someone else has taken it.
But
and that was gone before.
But did set the fire.
It sounds like one
Possibly.
of those puzzles. It sounds like one of those puzzles where one person is lying and two people are telling the truth.
What
do you mean?
know, it's like, why would our guy, air quotes, set the fire for? I mean, just to get us over there. We were gonna probably go over there anyway.
True enough.
Well, no, my guess is that it would definitely be the Duergar who did who caught the figurehead and used the bombs. Yeah, sorry, but yeah, like I find it very interesting. I'm finding it very confusing as to why he was in the town hall in the first place.
I don't get it.
It doesn't make sense of why he's left. He's like completely going the opposite direction to where he's supposed to go the direction where we're going.
I mean, have you guys caught up with Dax yet?
We're talking.
I assume
no.
that possibly they are having some of this conversation after meeting up with Dax.
Okay.
No, after that, that's right.
Because we don't know that this flying creature is Valeome.
It stands to reason it probably is.
It could be potentially. It might be Valeome, and plus, if he's saying like,
it's very convenient that Valeome, who was a black-clad, black-skinned individual who was demonic and said he would come back worse, and suddenly there's this black-skinned creature that looks very horrible.
I mean, did they say how big it was?
I figured quite big. I can go back and ask more questions to him if you
You're
want.
like outside town.
But yeah, I would say like I'll go and ask him, but we're outside town now.
Well, we know
He
there's some
did-
large flying creature to watch out for.
He did say it was large, like
Yeah.
quite large.
The people who mentioned about how they couldn't find the speaker, are they trying to say that was suspicious?
That's what I got. They just brushed it off. Guy just said, what? You said the guy said that they couldn't find him, so they just assumed he was in a meeting?
Yeah, like they were overtimed and they were just like still in the meeting and they didn't bother looking for them. You would have think they would be in the office.
You would know. They would have known, surely. They would have known where he was in a meeting. In a room set aside for the meeting.
I mean, you booked them, don't you? Like, that's
Yeah, you book meetings. Yeah, that's what you do in meetings.
Unless these people are very bad at their jobs. But yeah, it is suspicious.
He's the one who's lying. Let's go back and get him.
What should we do then?
But we need to go after this
Got to go after Dax.
figurehead, because otherwise we're going to lose it.
Yeah, let's go.
Gotta go fast.
You
Higgity, go fasty.
you track the trail for as far as you can. Until it comes a time where you need to stop for the night.
Oh, yeah,
Us
what
up and I need to sleep.
Goat's got a good point. What did we do with half dead, shocked dude?
I mean, that's a fine question. I assume he's not still
We
with
just-
you.
Just
No,
left
we-
him with the
No
mental
one
person.
specified, so in my head canon, the Guardian is still carrying him around.
No, he's receiving medical attention back in East Haven.
Is he still half dead? And
He's
if so, which
probably
way did he
still
go?
fucked in the brain.
I mean, we like healed him twice.
And nothing. He's still like pretty bad.
We will assume that you have left him, as Kiri says, you have left him with medical support at East Haven.
Cool.
you travel southwards.
Breeze into town. Just go, what's going on here? Here's a catatonic dwarf. We're gone.
Fastest trip to East Haven ever. You follow the trail as far as you can, and eventually you need to stop for the night. As the night sets in, the cold builds up, and the need to rest draws in on you. You, Dax, with your tracking skills and your ability to read maps, can work out that the direction that you are heading in likely points to this dwarf heading to the location marked on your map as Sunblight.
Okay.
But that they have 7 or 8 hours head start on you.
Right. Well, we're gonna have to rest, so that's just how it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
You rest for the night using your tiny hut.
You gotta love that tiny hut.
Yeah.
And you awake the following morning. You carry on the treacherous trail and head up into the spine of the world. The mountain range that borders the south of Icewind Dale and the north of the rest of the Swords Coast. And you need to rest for another night.
Okay.
Always quick.
Just take a long rest.
At this
Days
point,
go by quickly.
at this point, it's become, you aren't following a trail anymore. You are going to a location on a map, assuming that this map is accurate and that the person that you were following initially has headed to there. The following day, a few hours into your trip through these mountains, beyond the snowy foothills and low-lying clouds that obscure the icy peaks of the gargantuan mountains, you eventually get above the clouds and behold a sheer mountain wall rising more than 100 feet before you. Carved high on the wall are rows of arrow slits with lights burning behind them, and a clanking sound issuing forth from within. A narrow staircase hewn from the rock leads up along one side of the wall. Barely 5 foot wide, frost-covered stairs lead up from here. And I think before I say, can I get a marching order? Actually, no. Can I get a marching order?
Well, if you insist.
Somewhere in the middle.
Let me get my map. Which is the level I want first. It's that one. Could I get a marching order? Who is first?
I'll go like in the middle-ish.
I'd imagine Dax would be first.
I'll be at the
You wanna-
front somewhere.
Plonk Dax somewhere and then we can shuffle about.
Also, have we... who's still got control of the Shield Guardian?
That would be me.
Do we want to keep it like that?
I mean, you do have to attune to it. I'm happy to have
it's
said
true.
that. But I'm happy to have said we did it in the 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
that sounds good.
days of travel where you could have.
I misheard 2 gays, but that's just me.
Okay, I'm going to bring you over to a map. We're gonna go to the map screen here, and then we're gonna go to the map screen here. So at the moment, Dax is at the front, followed by Cherish, Moss, Snicket, Carrion, Brim, and AJ is bringing up the rear at the moment.
Oh, you bet I am.
Sounds good.
Does anybody wish to switch positions?
I'm good, I think.
Yeah, happy where I am.
Would this be a good time to cast Pass Without a Trace?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Ah, without toi.
Okay. The staircase is 5 feet wide, and so you are forced to walk up single file, and 150 feet tall.
Jeez.
It is frost covered and treacherous and slow going, but eventually you make it to the top.
I don't think Timothy can come with us either way.
Oh, poor Timothy.
He'll just be guarding the axe beaks.
At the top of the stairs, directly in front of you, you see a arrow slit in the wall facing down the stairs. East of the approach, you see a 10-foot high double door of featureless stone.
Should we roll stealth checks?
Would you like to roll stealth checks?
I would love to roll
Yeah,
stealth
let's-
checks, please.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that I don't have to do disadvantage anymore.
Hell yeah!
Then everybody
So
give me
what do we
stealth
get?
checks with a
Oh.
plus 10.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
It's plus 10. It's plus
28.
10. It's plus 10.
19.
28.
27.
Oof. 18.
Well, you're not at disadvantage anymore, Cherish.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
nice, Moss. Oh, we can only guess at what Moss is.
That
We
is
can
with the
only
plus
guess.
10.
Right, where'd Moss
Like,
go,
that's
guys? I
plus
can't
10
find Moss.
included.
You guys, where's Moss?
Moss has suddenly disappeared from this game and will show up again on Friday in Golden Tooth.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
It'll be very confusing for everybody involved, especially Sean.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
My tiny brain can only handle one character at a time.
Other than Moss, everybody sneaks up the stairs. You are all very confident that you are moving as quietly and stealthily as you possibly can.
Then Cherish falls up the stairs. What?
And then Cherish.
Well,
"Wah!"
She's still got 15.
Yeah.
Bill. I don't trust her. I don't trust my character not making a sound.
What do you do?
Just get in there
Because
sneakily.
at the moment you're all sort of stood at the top of the stairs.
2 big doors. Can we knock? Is that a good idea?
Well, why didn't I
Instantly shake
stealth?
my
Why-
head at sneaking like, no.
There's an arrow slit, you said.
Yes.
Can we see anything through that or hear anything?
Roll me a perception check.
I knew you were going to say that. I mean, that is how the game works. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's.
Oh no.
You can see an arrow slit.
Yeah.
It's a very nice arrow slit.
I'm gonna make a quick roll to see if something else happens.
You look at the arrow slit and an arrow comes out of it.
The reason he couldn't see anything when he looked through the arrow slit is because the person
arrow
behind
sticking
him
out of his
stuck
eye
an
now.
arrow in his eye.
Ooh.
You don't see anything in the arrow slit. You assume there is a building beyond it, a room beyond it, but it's dark and you can't really see in.
With my 27 stealth, Scott, can I like approach these doors?
I mean, yeah, they are there and you can approach them and you can move your token on the map to approach the door.
I forgot we had a map.
That's why we have the VTT.
Such an intense door.
You're an intense door.
Here is the door. You are approaching the arrow slit.
Wow,
Try
Cherish,
pushing
you
it.
want to slam me, do you?
She just looks. Look, what?
Could I listen at the
let's-
door?
You can listen at the door if you wish. You know
I'm
what
also
to
going
do.
to attempt to listen.
Try pushing the door. Maybe it's just not locked.
If you keep suggesting things that make us all roll stealth checks and keep it past without a trace, I'm going to lose it. Snicket.
I'm also going to try and do a perception. I can give him advantage if we both perceive.
You can give advantage on this.
Here you go, advantage.
Jesus.
What the fuck, Richard?
I know. I'm going to be good at this.
Well, you rolled a natural 1 and a 7, so I mean, it's not the worst roll.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You press your ear to the door, and then as you hear it clattering, you move your head slightly so that you press your ear to the door without the horn, without the antlers hitting and scraping on the door.
Yeah, it's tricky.
And you focus on what's on the other side, and at this point you hear nothing but a loud clanging that pervades the entire tower.
A loud clanging.
Yes. Metal hitting against metal.
John.
Hello. You're not John, I'm
also
John.
Going... John.
Hello.
I think Cherish is also going to try and turn back on her electric sight again.
Okay. Your eyes glow.
It'll stay on until if there's anything else. Do I see?
Let me double check.
I can't see shit.
What's the range on detect magic? 30 feet.
I believe so. Let me just have a double check. Detect magic. It's 30 feet of me. can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lid, or 3 feet of wood and dirt.
Okay.
All that jazz.
AJ, would you light a torch?
If people needed it, I would.
You are the only person, I believe, without dark vision.
Oh. Shut up. Do I have a torch is the issue?
It's okay.
I think I might have some.
Do you have a light spell?
I believe I also have some. Actually, no, I don't think I do. I think I took a different pack.
I have a torch if you need one.
Cool.
I
'cause
shall
I've got,
give you one.
I've got dancing lights, but it only lasts for a minute. So.
I have a lantern if that's needed.
Could we maybe not set lights off until we know if...
What's that fireball? Okay.
Well, if you guys are worried, can I like hang on to someone then?
Yeah, I think the instant we get in any trouble, obviously, yeah. But I think...
Alright, I will have... If Moss has the lantern, I will say keep it handy.
Is that a hooded lantern?
Yeah.
I'll hood your lantern.
Wait.
Moss is also
Don't make
the...
promises you can't keep.
To clear this up for you, AJ, because you probably just saw it, Moss is also the wibbly lines immediately next to your token. If you wish to hold on to... Well, I mean, assuming Moss allows you, if you wish to hold on to her arm, she can guide you forward.
All right. Before I do that, where is your arm?
Yeah, we'll hand arm. Actually, we'll pull you forward and we'll hand you to Carrion.
Oh.
And we'll give you the lantern that she's got.
What? You don't want some quality time with me?
Just for the fact that she's stealthy and knows that she is. So she makes the most of... She potentially at this point could go further forward.
Okay.
It's
Are you
fine.
saying AJ's a liability to
She's
stealth?
just ditching us as dead
I
weight.
mean-
It's fine.
Given currently can't see, yes, liability.
DM.
It's fine.
Hello.
She's ditching the one who can't see and the magic user. And trying to...
Could I check to see... Basically, I want to see if something's came through this door recently. So signs of, someone coming through, the door's been opening.
You can see, and I'll give this to you because you're pretty dang good at this. You can see that this door has seen a decent amount of use within the last few days.
Okay. I shall pass this on.
John, how high up is the arrow slit?
It starts off about 2.5 feet up and goes up to about 5 feet off the ground.
Okay. Can Moss approach it and look through it?
Yes.
Tweed. And a perception, I assume.
Yes, please roll me a perception check. Okay, let me roll a... no, he wouldn't be doing anything. Let me describe what you see. You look through the arrow slit into the room, and you can see a brazier of glowing hot coals.
Mm-hmm.
Lighting the room.
Okay.
In the middle of the room, you can see a floor-to-ceiling iron cage with a chain running up and down that is clicking and moving through this shaft.
Okay, so a bit like a lift.
Yes.
In theory. Okay.
In the distance into the room, you can see a large double door embedded. Oh, in the distance on the other side of the room, you can see a large double door. And closer to you, you can see a Duergar.
Okay.
Who appears to be on guard duty with a crossbow, but doesn't seem to have noticed your group's approach.
Okay. Moss will wave her hand to get the other's attention and will put a finger to her lips, like, to say, be quiet.
What's that? Be quiet! No.
You wouldn't have seen that.
Yeah, I know. It's a joke.
Yeah. And she'll put, she'll whisper, one in here with a crossbow hasn't seen us yet.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What are you doing?
Holding carrion.
Sorry.
Holds AJ's hand
Thank
like
you.
we're on a school trip.
Got a high-vis jacket on and everything.
By the way, there you go. Moss, that's the person you can see.
No one would be able to fit through the arrow slit, would they? Because that's
No.
like the whole point.
That's
But
how
I have a
arrows work.
certain spell. But that would just make me really naughty and we'll probably lose odds. And if I don't do this very well, surely I will get my ass kicked and get everyone else's ass kicked. So,
What's
it's up
the
to you
spell?
guys.
What would you like to try?
Misty Step. I wonder if I could try and get in there and maybe try and sucker punch the guy and knock him out.
If you think you can take him alone,
Exactly. If it's just one guy there and me trying to take him alone,
there's also
possibly. But if there's more than one guy, I will not risk it.
I mean,
Moss can't see the whole room, so she couldn't confirm whether there were any more.
From the arrow slit, you can see one person.
just leans a bit forward to the arrow slit. Excuse me, are there more than one of you?
Cheek of it. Oh god.
She's like, yeah, there's three of us. Wait a minute.
I know some of us can turn invisible. If we try opening this door and then someone invisibling in, or I could throw a tooth in, and then have a look.
That's a good way.
Either the tooth or just opening and seeing. Either way, good. Although someone might react to the sound of a tooth being slid across the floor, but I don't know.
It can be hair.
You can do that. Do it.
Okay. Is there like any room like underneath the door, like a tiny little space?
It's fairly flush to the walls.
That's annoying.
It's cold and they're trying to keep it out.
Well, it's still annoying.
Just imagining on the other side of the door, there's one of those like draft excluder.
It looks like a snake. I'm just gonna try and open the door just ever so slightly.
You push on the door and it is locked.
Ooh. Can I have a go at opening it? Can I have a go at opening it?
It is barred shut from the other side.
Damn it.
Right. Then the other suggestion. We've done this before. It worked so well. Some of us can look like Duergar.
I was gonna say.
Is that worth a
We
try?
could do that
I mean,
old song and dance again.
I mean, I'd like to think that they've updated the procedures and policies since then, and
But
They might not have.
it's true.
I'm just trying to think of all the different spells we've got. If we want anything that can get us, I know we got Misty Step and
John,
Hello.
how weighty would you say the bar on the door is?
It's
Would it
impossible
be-
to shift from this side, I feel.
Would I be able to mage hand it? Is it less than £10?
Can you see it?
I think you need to see it with mage hand.
Ah, I wasn't sure whether I could see enough through the crack in the door to do it.
I mean, I have knock, but that would definitely like tell everyone we're here.
Moss. Would Mo, do you think, be interested in going on a little mission?
I mean, he'd give it a go if you could communicate with him. I'm sure.
I can absolutely communicate with him.
Would he want to take a rat sidekick?
No.
Yeah.
What
sure, go
happened
for it.
here?
So
I sense the smelly one is insulting me, Father.
Father!
Father.
I shall cast Speak of Animals and then speak to Mo.
Hi.
Mhm.
Ratberry says
Hello,
you
Mo.
smell.
That's not important right now.
He does. He smells awful.
I don't see what you're talking about.
He's got a peg on his nose.
I'd like to, I'd like to keep this on track. Mo, we need to know what's happening inside this building. There's a little window too small for any of us to get through.
I'm
would
very
you
small.
Yes. That's why I've come to you.
That's
Would
a good
you
choice.
be willing? Would you be willing to sneak in through the window and just have a little bit of a look? Come and tell us what's going on in there.
Will it help Moss?
Yes.
Yes. I like Moss.
Okay.
Moss is looking backwards and forwards between you as you're having the conversation. She can't tell what you're saying, but she can just hear like the sounds going backwards and forwards.
It's very peculiar as Dax starts squeaking like Mo.
Mew.
Mew.
No.
Mew.
Do you think you'd be able to get back out through this window, and I shall show him the window, the arrow slit?
Yeah. I can climb.
Right. Okay, that's what I wanted to check. Good job. Right, and I'll explain to Moss that Mo is more than happy to take part in this mission. And yeah, we can.
I shall wish him luck.
One moment. One moment. Hold, please.
Music plays.
Moss,
Yeah.
could you roll me a D10 plus, a D20 plus 10?
D20 plus. No, that's 200. There you go.
Oh, perfect.
Is that enough for you, John?
Perfect. Moss, you sort of hold Mo near the window surreptitiously and like slunk to the side so that you are out of sight. And Mo flits inside. disappears for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. You start to get concerned. 5 minutes. Mo reappears at the window and hops back onto your hand.
Moss was about to make a sound with excitement, but clamped hands over face.
Mo leaps up onto your head as you clamp your hands over your face. Looks to Dax.
Whispers, did Moss just try to eat the mouse?
Antlers, what's your name?
It's Dax.
Dax. There's one beardy thing on the other side of the wall. There are some metal things sticking out of the wall that you can't see through the arrow slit. There's a large, clanky thing in the middle of the room. A door leads out of the room. You can't see through the arrow slit. To the left of here as you go into the room from this way. Large corridor. Seems to be empty. Explored corridor a little. Smells of food from one direction, strong. Nearly went for food, decided against it.
Well done.
There's one in there.
Okay. Right, well, there should be more food coming as a reward.
Food is good.
Yeah. And also, I'm sure Moss is very pleased with how you've done.
You see the mousy equivalent of a large smile.
Okay, and I shall telegraph. There's in the immediate vicinity. There's only that one Duergar. So, is it Cherish? You considered Misty stepping in?
Yeah, if that's possible.
You can see through the arrow slit. You can misty step to where you can see.
Yep, I think I can do that.
Now the thing is, remember, if you do that and something goes wrong, none of us can get in there to help.
That's fine.
I mean, Mo could, but
Mo looks
Let me
round
go
and
for it.
like puts its mousy fists up.
Alright, I'll go busy step in front of the Duergar. While behind him would be
Okay.
good. I'm going to attempt to knock him out or something.
You look through into the room. And in a puff of silver mist, you flow through the arrow slit and reappear behind the Duergar, who suddenly starts turning towards you, and in this slow motion moment as it turns towards you, roll me your attack with advantage.
Okay, I'm going to use my... I'm going to never like him anyway, so... Attack, advantage... 22.
22 will hit. Roll me your damage.
Damage! 6!
Okay. Roll me your second attack this turn with advantage.
What do I do again?
That'll continue to be able to hit him.
Give me a better number. 9!
Okay. Moss,
Yeah.
you look through the arrow slit. You see the Duergar slowly turning around. Cherish appears behind him and slices through him twice with the netherlight, but is not quite down yet.
Does he look like he's struggling? Or
He
very
looks like
hurt,
he's
or-
rough.
Can I fire my short bow through the window?
It's an arrow slit, and you fire arrows.
Yeah, I would like to attempt short bow through the window, please.
Roll me an attack with advantage, because he is not expecting it.
Advantage. I
Roll
like Moss's
me-
rolls this evening. So far.
Roll me,
Twice.
roll me the critical hit damage with a 2d6 bonus.
Plus 2d6 critical hit.
Oh my
Dang.
god. Is he fucking dead?
Dang,
Just random thoughts. I miss Talon.
bro, real.
That was a... he had 23 hit points to start with, so Cherish, while it was nice what you did,
Moss should have just shot him in the first place.
you are suddenly covered with the remains of the Duergar as he slowly turns around and starts to get the very first syllables out of "what," an arrow just through the neck.
Cherish just like completely just like wide-eyed, like and look towards Moss, like
He slumps to the floor out of the way, and then you can just see Moss shrugging.
thumbs
you
up,
look
thumbs
you
up
look-
to Moss.
You look over Cherish and you can see one. This is a large iron cage that runs from floor to ceiling. It is it is a large iron box about 10 feet by 10 feet. Iron bars with a metal chain just clicking through it. There is a lever and a winch on the wall here.
Okay. Anything else?
You can see a passageway leading to the north here and a set of double doors over here.
Right. I need to figure out how I'm gonna get round to open the door for these lot. So she's gonna make her way over here. So bloop. Gonna slowly make my way downtown.
Okay.
Peek my head over here. See nothing. Come up to here. Do I see anything?
You see a set of doors here. You see a portcullis blocking your way back to the door here.
That's one I want to go for.
Roll me a stealth check.
Better be fucking good, Cherish. Better be fucking good, Cherish. 10.
They wouldn't
You're basic.
have anything to do with pass without a trace, would they?
I believe
out of
they're
bound
out
now,
of
no?
range of it.
30 feet, I think, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You see a large iron portcullis, a gate is here between you and the door.
I'm gonna get here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna peek my head. Is the door closed? Is there any like little?
The door is closed, and you can see a bar across it. But before you can get to it, there is this portcullis that you can't pass.
Okay. Where's the portcullis?
It is here.
Okay. Is there like a? I wonder if it's in here.
That is an arrow slit in the wall.
This is an arrow slit, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, and if I look over here, is there anything that I can use to unlock it?
You can't
Nothing.
see anything for the arrow slit, for the portcullis.
What were the things on the wall that Mo said about?
Mo mentioned that there was some metal things sticking out of the wall.
Like levers?
Cherish has seen a lever and a winch.
Is that back of the room? Is that back of the room again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So she's gonna head back. Slowly making her way back.
Does she come into view of Moss as she's coming back round?
I'll let you know. Well, I mean, you'll see the token if she does.
Where would it be again? The lynch and the lever?
On
Just
the wall
here.
over here.
Cool, so she'll go over there.
Moss will stick an arm through through the arrow slit and wave. Then
I high five the hand.
Have you got a tooth, or just gestures open hand at you to hand something to Cherish so that you can see what's going on in there?
Oh yeah, I'll pull a tooth out.
I just had a look around a
Put it in
bit.
her hand, and she's just a bit like, Okay.
I know. Cherry's just gonna say like, I've just had a look around. There's nothing so far. I'm gonna
Take this just so we've got some additional eyes in there.
Oh, okay. Just pinch.
Moss hands you a tooth.
I'm just gonna pinch it. This shivers. Where do you want me to place it?
Just carry it with you, just so Dax can see. Maybe if something came, we could bang on the door or something as a distraction. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something.
Okay. There's a lever here and everything, so if you want, I can take it down. I can get you in.
Mhm.
I will proceed to. I'm assuming it's the portcullis first, and then unlock the door.
Yeah, no.
Just brace
You
yourself.
know there's a lever.
You got a lever and a winch.
Yeah.
Which are you doing first? Lever?
Okay.
Lever!
As I can see this, right? There's a winch. What's the winch connected to? What's like where does the chain from the winch go? Can you
I try and see where it's coming from.
From this angle, you can see the chain disappears into the wall.
Might be the portcullis.
Is it a similar size chain to anything that you can see attached to anywhere else coming out of the wall?
Not from this
When
side.
I was looking at the back of the room where the entrance was, did I see any kind of chains there?
No.
Okay.
Was there a chain with the big cage?
That is a much bigger chain.
Ah.
So it isn't. It's seemingly not that, at least.
That chain is also constantly moving.
Okay.
She is going to attempt to pull the lever.
You pull the large, heavy lever and it clonks down into position. And with the metallic the door swings open. Metal
But is the portcullis still there?
Yes.
Is the lever like probably permanently stuck there now? Yeah.
You can try and pull it again if you want.
Or just if you let go, it will stay put.
It
I
will.
want to see it.
It has clicked into a position, so if you let go of it,
So she'll let go, and she's going to attempt to pull the chains on the winch.
you start pulling the winch, and on this side you can see the portcullis moves up into the ceiling. And eventually there is the winch stops moving and sort of locks into position.
Right, as that's done, Cher's just gonna make her way at the front entrance again. Like power jogging it, like power walk into it.
As you group at the front entrance, see the portcullis is opening. Do you make any moves?
Inside, aye.
As Cherish comes into view with she stops Brim.
Aye.
Just puts a finger to her mouth and shows him the arrow slit on the left side. Well, on her on your left side. Just like, just be quiet.
I take AJ's hand and lead him towards the door.
Thank you.
We'll just skip in there.
That's what we do. We skip. Thank you.
Skip to the room, my darling.
No, not that forward.
Could everybody roll me stealth checks, please?
I thought he said initiative, and I was like, no.
Is Pass Without a Trace still up?
How long does Pass Without a Trace last?
An hour.
Oh, yeah. Pass Without a
Want me to
Trace
roll
is
again?
still up.
So that's
Yes.
normal plus 10.
Normal
right?
plus 10.
Getting situational.
27.
Please roll better. Yeah, baby! I am
28.
not there anymore. You do not see me. I am completely gone.
Oh,
Carrion,
Moss,
though.
it's-
Jesus
it's-
Christ. Everyone's just gone. We're all disappeared.
The heady heights of a natural 20 down to a 4.
Yeah, but I still got a 21 overall.
I mean, yeah, not
So that 4 can suck it.
not arguing with results.
I don't have to sweat about these rolls quite so much as normal.
You enter a empty room with a narrow opening at the far end.
And now,
And
marriage!
And a
Marriage.
arrow slit in the wall here.
Kara's just gonna head back and check out, and then just put her ears to this room.
Roll me
Like she makes a suggestion, like, come on.
Roll me a perception check.
Perception. Natural 20!
Jesus Christ.
The dice have been on a really good one this evening. Let's roll with it.
What does my ears say?
You focus through the door on the other side, and you can hear over the sound of the metal clang, the chain, a lot of other like mechanical noises. You can hear through this stone door low fires burning and the snoring of several dwarven sleepers.
I will head back and tell Dax, as he is right in front of me.
Hello.
Beyond that clanking noise in that room, I'm hearing several dwarves sleeping.
Okay.
To be clear, the clanking noise is not coming from that room.
Yeah, oh, right. I'm
The
hearing seven
clanking
dwarves.
noise
I'm hearing
is happening further south, like underneath where you are at the moment.
Right, okay. Yeah, I just say, like, I hear several dwarves sleeping in that room.
Okay. Now this might be the time to impersonate the dead Duergar.
Sure.
That's up to you.
For what purpose?
Well, if we go through that door, that Duergar could just walk in or say, "Oh, there's an important thing I need to tell you all," and they, we could get them to go somewhere and lock them out, or whatever.
But what if the only way out is like the way we are?
Yeah.
I'm guessing, like, this room here is leading towards whatever the peephole is shown through there. So best to avoid that area for now until we can cover the other grounds.
At this point, as you gather in the entranceway to the Sunblight Fortress, I'm going to call a close to the session.